Will all male students please remove your caps and place it over your heart? Please remain standing for the posting of the colors and the singing of the national anthem. Graduates, please remain standing. Audience, you may be seated. Male graduates, you may now replace your caps. I am honored to introduce our invited guests who are sitting on the stage. We ask these guests to remain standing until everyone has been introduced. Please hold your applause until all of our guests have been recognized. Members of the Cumberland County Board of Education, Mr. Greg West, Board Chair, Ms. Alicia Chisholm, Mrs. Donna Van, Mr. Nate Warfel, Mrs. Susan Williams. From Cumberland County Schools, Dr. Marvin Connolly Jr., Superintendent, Cumberland County Schools. Dr. Mary Black, Associate Superintendent for Student Services. Mrs. Betty Musselwhite, Associate Superintendent for School Support. Nick Soika, CCS Board Attorney. Dr. Lindsay Whitley, Associate Superintendent, Communications and Community Engagement. Dr. Stacy Wilson Norman, Chief Academic Officer of Curriculum and Instruction. Dr. Jane Fields, Assistant Superintendent, K-12 Curriculum and Instruction. Dr. Tanjay Robertson, Area Superintendent for School Support. Thank you for your presence. Please be seated. Next, allow me to introduce our special guests from Southview High School. Guests, please remain standing until everyone has been recognized. Will the audience please hold your applause until they have been acknowledged? On the stage, from Southview High School, Ms. Phyllis Jackson, Southview High School Principal. Ms. Shamika Johnson, Southview High School Teacher of the Year 2021 through 2022. Mrs. Ronnie Winston, Southview High School Teacher of the Year 2022 through 2023. Ms. Damaris Prieto, Senior Class Advisor. Deja Hawkins, Head Marshal. Cindy D. Lee, Senior Class President. Rebecca Rickman, Valedictorian. Benjitaran George and Nicholas Jones, co-salutatorians. Finally, myself, Roman Diego Granados, SGA President. You may now be seated. Our final special guests, seated in the chairs on the floor, are the Southview District Principals. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all are recognized. Will the audience please hold your applause until all of our district principals have been acknowledged? Regina Blanding, Hope Mills Middle School. Terry Burks, Southview Middle School. Lisa Crawford, Rockfish Elementary. Larissa Perkins, C. Wayne Collier Elementary. Mashonda Williams, Ed Baldwin Elementary. Additionally, administrators, senior homeroom teachers, and members of the Southview faculty who are present throughout the Coliseum, we appreciate your presence here today. Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. I am Diego Granados, the Student Government President. I want to welcome our board members, teachers, administrators, our fantastic principal, Ms. Jackson, and our superintendent, Dr. Connolly, for making it to the class of 2022 graduation. A big thank you to everyone's parents in this building and to those who couldn't make it but still support us. We appreciate and thank you for all the time you've given us, whether it's coming to support us for sports, clubs, or anything related to school. You've been there for us no matter what and made sure we succeeded. I want to give a big thank you to my mom and family for your constant support and advice you've given me throughout these years. I wouldn't be here without you. I also want to give a big thank you to all teachers, custodians, administrators, friends, family, advisors, and anyone else who was here today for this pivotal moment. Not a single one of us students would have been able to get this far if it weren't for the constant support and advice you have all given to us. I would like to congratulate the graduates for your hard work and dedication to your studies. We have put in countless hours of energy and time into these 4 unorthodox years, whether it's studying, volunteering, or crying. Everyone in this room has a bright future ahead of them with so much more in store for you all. Some will be doctors, teachers, mechanics, engineers, military, anything. You can become anything you want, it just requires the work and time. Malcolm X once said, "The future belongs to those who prepare for it today." And being here today, that is what we are doing. we're preparing to become the best possible version of ourselves. So I want everyone to pat themselves on the back and just remember not to be too harsh on yourselves. Things happen for a reason and we can't always control it. In honor of the teachers and students who lost their lives in the recent tragedy in Uvalde, Texas, the graduating class of 2022 asks that you join us in a moment of silence.
Good evening, class of 2022. I'm Nicholas Jones.
And I'm Benjamin George.
And we are your salutatorians. We're seeking a few minutes of your time in exchange for a grand farewell.
We would like to thank the staff, teachers, administrators, custodians, my parents,
and also my parents for supporting us through this journey and dedicating countless hours of their life, granting us with the success and positions we are in today.
These last 4 years were filled with challenges from the pandemic, such as virtual learning.
Man, was I tired of those gray squares. Learning from home was tough, be it annoying siblings or poor internet connection. We just could not catch a break. I know for sure our parents were tired of us. Another challenge that really hit home was that toilet paper shortage.
Oh man, was that rough. Those are definitely not the fondest moments of our previous years. Finally, it's senior year and we're back in school, and all of us are trying to adhere to the social distancing guidelines. Even with these changes, us seniors adapted and we were able to get to where we are today.
With that said, we would like to congratulate the seniors that are here right now.
We know that any senior sitting here has the capabilities to achieve their goals. Additionally, we would like the seniors to remember these words by Rascal Flatts.
My wish for you is that this life becomes all you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small, and that you never need to carry more than you can hold. This is not a goodbye, but a see you later.
Finally, we wish to part with the following word from famous American songwriter Post Malone.
Congratulations, class of 2022. Next to address the class of 22 is our valedictorian, Rebecca Rickman.
Good evening. Tonight, I want you to leave here encouraged to follow your dreams. I believe I can offer refutable advice as I face the excitement of accomplishing one of my dreams, attending an Ivy League. Through the extensive supplemental questions, I learned about the strength, courage, plus other traits that I adapted through my response to various trials. Hence, I knew I could perform well in my interviews with Ivy League alumni because I displayed the required tenacity through my dedication to school in spite of a pandemic and personal struggles. Fortunately, my hard work allowed me to end up at the best one, Cornell. Now, the spotlight is on you. I ask all of you to allow yourselves to dream, ignoring the internal and external pushback. Instead, use the trials you face as a testament to the strengths you have. For example, do not be ashamed of poverty, but embrace and use the gratitude it taught. Especially, do not forget the courage it took to brace a pandemic, to graduate high school, which will always be an amazing feat. It is my wish that all of you will embrace your future. It is my wish that all of you are blessed in your future endeavors because you will focus on accomplishing your dreams since you possess the qualities to do so.
Will all graduates please rise for the singing of the Alma Mater and any Southview alumni that's in the stands. Thank you. And now we'll have, everyone may be seated. And now we will have reflection from our senior class president, Cindy D. Lee.
Good evening, friends, families, and the graduates of the class of 22. My name is Cindy Lee, and I am your senior class president here at Southview. What a blessing this is to be the first class back to have a traditional graduation since the pandemic first started. We have been granted so many blessings this school year, from football games and Spirit Week to homecoming and prom. I would like to take a moment to reflect on what it took for us to get here today. Before I start, I would first like to thank everyone who made it possible for me to be up here speaking today. I would like to give thanks to my Student Government Association, our advisor Ronnie Winston, our former advisor Sharon Payne, my friends, family, and most importantly, my mother, who has given me the confidence and motivation I needed to be up here speaking. There were many bumps along the path that led us up to our senior year. What was meant to be an early spring break turned into a year-long virtual school year. I remember just last year, you guys were all gray boxes behind a computer screen. And here I am, so appreciative to be standing up here and seeing everyone together. At the time, nobody could predict that this would even be possible. We truly have came a long way. Not everyone who started this journey is with us today. Let's all take a moment to remember 3 fallen tigers: Hayden Christian Wright, Chakumeka Clifton Okihi, and Tajani Kali Harris, who unfortunately were not able to make it here today. We will forever be grateful for the memories they have created and the way they have shaped us into better human beings. May they be in our hearts and never forgotten. Well, guys, we made it. Today is so much more than just receiving a diploma. It is a celebration of accomplishments and new opportunities. It's a bittersweet moment wrapping up my speech, as this is the last memory of high school we will ever have. After today, we will move forward in life as we all part onto different paths. No matter what path you decide to take, I hope you all flourish in this new chapter of our lives. Congratulations, class of 22. Thank you.
To the senior class of 2022, wow, what a year. As a school, we face a lot of adversity, but like Ian Usher said, what we decide to do in the face of adversity is perhaps the truest measure of character. I commend you for making it to this point despite all of the obstacles and adverse challenges that have been thrown your way in these past few years. It has been a roller coaster from navigating online classes, the stress of procrastination, and guessing who your classmates are underneath their mask, and of course, staying on top of the latest trends. This has been a milestone for you, a first step into this thing called adulting. You are a true representation of what it means to be a tiger. In moments where you struggle, you found ways to persevere, while in the end of it, letting out a mighty roar, which in this case would be substituted by the turning of your tassel. It has been my greatest honor to be your principal. Regardless of how many times I may have seen you in the halls, classroom, or at events, I am forever grateful to have been a part of your journey. I encourage you to go out into the world with your heads held high. Do not forget where you come from, where you have been, and those who have helped you grow along the way. Your potential can be endless if you just tap into it. Now, your final assignment at Southview High School will be this evening when you walk across the stage and walk out of the doors of the Coliseum. I ask you just to take a moment to thank those that helped you in accomplishing this goal of graduating. Take the time to thank your parents, your guardian, your family and friends, and faculty and staff members for being there for you. Thank you, alumni, and the 31 new legacies graduating here today. And congratulations, class of 2022. I wish you the best. I wish you the best, and remember, you will always be a Southview Tiger. Your legacy starts today. Now, parents, friends, and guests, this is the moment we all been waiting for, the time to see your special tiger walk across the stage. In keeping with the Southview tradition, we offer a challenge. If the students can have a perfect graduation, they will receive a mural on the wall, and each graduating senior will be able to return and assign their name underneath. This is a long-going Southview tradition. This mural will forever remain in the halls of Southview. This is important for them, and they need your help. In order for them to hear their names, the students ask that you please do not cheer or applaud until the very end of the ceremony. However, we do ask family members in attendance to please stand quietly while your name is being called to show their support. This may have not been a perfect year, but let's make this perfect graduation for them. Graduates, please prepare to receive your diploma.
Arcadio Rodriguez Alberto Jr. Jameer DeVale Acklin. Brandon Martise Agurs. Noah Matthew Alejandro. Jasmine Nicole Harley Ali. TM Michael Tedlow Ambrose. Riley Alana Ray Castro Andrus. Dontasia Ivana Andrews. Lakai Malik Archer. Oscar Manuel Argento Gonzalez. Trinity Kiana Ashworth. Demario Jonte Autry. Justin Damon Avery. Enrique Avila Moreno Jr. Sebastian Ernesto Baez Molina. Zalik Demirian Anelius Bain. Charlie Edward Banner. Cherish Saray Asheray Barnes. Corey Nathaniel Barr. Keziah Janae Bass. Troy Alexander Bates. Tamaya Rakaya Catrice Ba. Ryan Alexis Bell. Harmony LaChantice Bellamy. Cameron Owen Bethea. Anina Biscardi Davis. Michael Dwayne Blackwell Jr. Jemiah Michael Dwayne Blackwell Jr. Jemiah Danielle Blandford. Kaylee Elizabeth Bledsoe. Trinity Shantasia Blue. Micaiah Ray Boone. Brianna Kayla Bowden. Emily Talia Brady. Rachel Marie Brady. Farron Elbert Brandon. William Liddell Brantley II. Michael Andrew Breelove Jr. Brian Matthew Bruinton. Dylan Lyle Brown. Gerard Raheem Brown. Timothy Justice David Brown. Zachary Evan Burge. Desmion Avant Campbell. Tanaya Angele Kennedy. Catherine Elizabeth Jane Karras. Tylex Jeffrey Carpenter. Cameron Faith Carter. Rosalind Maria Casillas Carballo. Gabriel Eric Castellanos. Courtney Isabella Castillo. Journey Patrice Nashay Cavanis. Brianna Marie Cheo. Malik Tavion Charles. Haley Elizabeth Chavis. Madison Olivia Clark. Anaya Rayon Clements. Layla Jean Clifton. Bashan Jamar Coffin. Xavier Dejan Coleman. Kristen Javier Colazo Oliveri. Demarius Nashawn Colin. Quenisha Najira Coven. Isaiah Malik Connerly. Jalen Marie Couch. Blake Johnny Elvin Crawford. Christopher Bradley Crocker, Jr. Alexis Haven Cromer. Joshua Robert Cunningham. Brian Della Rosa. Lucas Matthew Delp. Michaela Alexis Dennis. Janice Irene Diaz. Laquan Najee Duchesne. Christian Kwame Dunn. Soraya Ariel Eaglin. Jacob Ryan Earls. Jemiah Deshonda Elder Howell. Janae Cherie Dayona Elliott. Ashana Heaven Alexa Epps. Amy Marie Ilse Evans. Emmanuel Jerquette Evans. Isaac Charles Evans. Brianna Elizabeth Flewelling. Sanai Nicole McMillan Ford. Lateza Lanice Fox. Roman Diego Ganandos. Riley Nevin Garner. Clarice Baclan Hillier. Benjatarn George. Terry Quazan Gilchrist Jr. Nathaniel Alexander Gillespie. Zani Mahaya Glasgow. James Philip Glover II. Caden Noah Keithan Goins. Alexis Ariana Gomez. Nyla Inez Gonzalez Lozano. Davina Danielle Grantham. Kamira Ari Green. Courtney Hope Grenier. Kaylee Ann Gunnos. James Earl Haggins III. Preston Antenor Hall. Alyssa Land Hancock. Sean Michael Hancock. Mercedes Ariana Hansley. Patrick Brandon Harrelson. In honor of Tajani Khalil Harris. Rebecca Lynn Haynes. Nomar Efrain Hernandez Martinez. Jordan William Hicks. Joshua David Hicks. Akivia Alita Sheree Hill. Stephen Hunter Hill. Eric Lamar Hobbs Jr. Isabella Rose Hoffman. Eliana Isabella Holliday. Brandon Wayne Horribine. Florence Kate Wong. William Shamar Huey. Delaney Nicole Huggins. Robert Eugene Hull. Kylie Simone Hutchison. Trang Yuti Don Nguyen. Nicholas Jordan Ione. Louise Angel Dominguez. Davion Dwayne Jackson. Tanai Dior Jackson. Grayson Lee Jacobs. Xavier Aaron James Connerly. Jaden Angel Jenkins. Jalen Aaron Johnson. Maurice LaRon Johnson Jr. Olivia Morning Don Johnson. Ashley Nicole Jones. Camrod Avriel Jones Jr. Consuela Gisette Jones. Levon Alejandro Altone Jones. Mystery Unique Jones. Nicholas Ray Jones. Malachi Javion Jordan. Jeremiah Lamont Kelly. Jayla Latoni Nashay Kemp. Jayla Monique Kennedy. Kira Lynn Kennedy. Carlos Alberto Lagunes. Juliana Isabella Lagunes. LaAngel Montiana Lamb. Latifa Love Lawrence. Cindy D. Lee. Toria Ayana Leak. Marquise Dean LaFew. Kayla Chantel Legrone. Jazarina Mayuri Linehan. Justin Priamo Uriel. Shania Aaliyah Locke. Ryan Jacoby Locklear.
Who Husai Lopez. Shanika Alexia Love. Thomas Basil Benjamin Lowry. Kaylee Ann Luther. Xavier Steele Machine. Ashley Simone Mack. Paige Lynn Maitland. Julian Robert Mast. Kelsey Lynn Maynor. Tyler Emilio Mays Sinclair. Scarlett Maria McAllister. Sean Michael McClendon. Tyreek Tony McGee. Ariana Denise McGirt. Destiny Doreen McIntyre. Matthew Edward McCoy. Trinity Gabriel Morning McNamara. Mara Denise McFall. Marissa Dawn McFall. Jesus Armando Mijas Flores. Jayla Jewel Melvin. Ethan Daniel Mendoza Aguilera. Raheem Jerome Miller. Amelia Grace Monette. Charlene Elise Monroe. Michaela Brianna Montgomery. Ariana Lachey Moody. Catherine Delana Moreno. Aiden Connor Moulton. Tanaja Latay Neal. Colin Andrew Nicholas. Leah Michelle Nuzio. Michael Anthony Oliveira Henry. Kaylee Elizabeth Orr. Nana Okwasa Obeng Owasu Ansa. Grace Palakawangs. Kishay Alexandria Palmer. Jacoby Nasir Patterson. John Javon Peterson. Ziamara Ibrida Fair. Zion Isaiah Fair. Jalon Ann Phillips. Maya Simone Plowden. Diana Kaylee Ann Pond. Noah Christopher Pritchard. Patrick Daniel Purcell. Dayan Amari Quillen. Adriana Elise Ramirez. Hannah Brooke Rollins. J. Maurice Antriel Ray. Christina Marie Reeves Brown. Guillermo Norwood Reese. Viana Lee Reedhead. Makai Anthony Richardson. Rebecca Rachel Rickman. Dalarise Isabel Rivera Diaz. Julio Angel Rivera Camacho. Natalia Chinoa Roberson. Carson Benjamin Lee Roberts. Brianna Janasia Robinson. Trayvon Eric Robinson. Neomalise Rodriguez. Jayla Amaya Rourke. Alicia Maggie Sanchez. Chelsea Nicole Schwander. Lyric Tay Scott. Caleb Michael Shin. Nakari Zavion Shipman. Delasia Monet Silva. Tiana Marie Silva. Zanaya Carlia Simmons. Devin Jakari Sinclair. Alexis Lamaya Smith. Celeste Alexandria Smith. Emma Rose Smith. Pharrell Alton Smith. George Coleman Smith. Kawandasia Lachey Smith. Sarah Olivia Grace Smith. Nasim Amir Stackhouse. Lauren Christina Stanke. Kenneth Tyreek Stigger Jr. Hugo Sebastian Storer Ocasio. Talik Katron Stratton. Maya Danae Street. Nasiria Amber Skykania Surratt. Audra Kaylin Sweet. Joshua Isaiah Talavera. Cheyenne Nicole Thomas. Rachel Marie Thomas. Tykasia Annie Yana Waynell Thomas. Austin Gregory Thompson. Lawrence Tariq Thompson. Kendra Talijah Tompkins. Zamira Alexis Toro. Daniel Torres Jr. Fernando Trujillo Osario. Micah Angel Tunstall. Talea Lachey Tyrants. Charles Allen Vanderpool. Melena Inez Vega. Michael Patrick Vella. Vanessa Alexandria Walcott. Bakari Ladon Walker. Brandon Jamal Walker. Jordan Michael Walker. Raquel Alana Walton. Donovan Monteque Ward. Dylan Hunter Ward. Cheyenne Demetria Ward. Clarissa Lillian Warren. Drake Allen Warren. Angel Nicole Washington. Chasten Lee Waters. Devin Jordan Weathersby. John Russell Webb. Grayson Daniel Weibel. Landon Dwayne White. Olivia Rose White. Talathia Danae Whitted. Charlize Elaine Wilcox. Brandon Trayvon Cortez Williams. James Daquan Williams. Jarice Tashawn Williams. Shondasia Avonda Zamiracle Wilson. Tanaya Shanice Wilson. Tariq Asan Wilson. Sadavion LaDaniel Wembley. Stanley Garrett Wyndham. Alexis Ella Simone Woodard. Nakaya Danielle Wariax. Christopher Lee Wright. Michaela Christine Young. Vincent Giovanni Zacconi. Jordan Lee Zoki. Dakota Ray Mason. Thank you.
We're not done yet. Graduates, can you please stand silently? By the State of North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, I declare you as a graduate of Southview High School, class of 2022. You may now turn your tassel.